Hello, Yogiful family! Welcome back to the Yogiful Coming Corner. It's so great to see you again. Today, we're going to be talking about a couple of my favorite things in the springtime, and that is bees and butterflies. I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a lot more bees in my garden. Let's go practice what it's like to be a bumblebee and to breathe like a bumblebee. Buzz. We are going to be bumblebees. We're going to use our 10 fingers and our breath to do it. So watch me first. You'll see why. So we're going to take our pointer fingers and we're going to cover our eyes. But wait, keep watching me. If you cover your eyes, you can't see what I'm doing. So pointer fingers cover our eyes. Middle fingers cover up our nostrils. Ring fingers go just above our lips, and our baby fingers go on our chin. Do I look silly yet? And then we're going to use our thumbs to plug our ears and buzz like a bumblebee. You ready to try it with me? All right, so pointer fingers cover our eyes. Middle fingers cover our nostrils. Ring fingers cover just above our lips. And our baby fingers go on our chin. All of our fingers are resting softly. We're not pressing too hard. We don't want it to hurt. And we're going to use our thumbs, thumbs up, and we're going to plug our ears, and we're going to buzz like bumblebees. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Buzz. 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 Wow. I couldn't hear or focus on anything other than my buzzing sound. I kind of imagined I was a little bee buzzing around, visiting all the different flowers. What did you hear? Well, it's time for us to go on a little adventure and learn about a caterpillar named Bebe. It's time for a yoga adventure. It's really easy. All you have to do is copy what I do. Let's do this. Once upon a time, there was a tiny little egg living on the bottom of a leaf. Let's go to egg pose. So, sitting on our ankles, bringing our forehead down to the ground with our arms by our side. Coming back up, and this little egg lived there for, I don't know, quite a few days, until one day the egg popped out. Coming back to egg pose. On the count of 3, we're going to pop out. 3, 2, 1. And out came a tiny little caterpillar. Coming to caterpillar pose. Hands and knees down on the ground. And we're going to walk around like a tiny little caterpillar. Do, 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 do. But this wasn't any caterpillar. This caterpillar had 400 brothers and sisters. And this caterpillar's name was Bebe. Bebe loved to be very busy. Bebe had lots of friends, and Bebe really loved going for long walks on a leaf. Let's go for a long walk on a leaf. Coming to standing. And just simply walking, thinking about every little part of our foot on the leaf. What does the leaf feel like? Is it wet? Is it squishy? Going for long walks on leaves. But coming back to sitting, Bebe never had time to go for long walks on a leaf. Why? Because Bebe was always busy. Bebe loved hanging out with her friends like Bernard the bee. Let's come to bee pose. Sitting up on our knees, bringing our wings out to our side, touching our shoulders, and buzz, twisting from one side to the other. Buzz, Bernard the bee loved talking about all of his grand adventures. He would go from flower to flower, traveling along, buzz, buzz, and he loved telling Bebe all about his adventures. Coming back to sitting, Bebe also had one other really great friend, and his name was Darry the Dung-beetle. And Darry did play with a lot of dung, and he was a little bit smelly, but Bebe loved him anyway. They were really good friends. Let's go to dung beetle pose. Sitting on our bottoms, wrapping our arms around our knees like a little ball of dung, and we're gonna roll around in whatever direction you can. Ready? And try to come back up if you can. It's a little tricky. And roll to the side. Like a little ball of dung. Did you know that beetles use their legs to kick the dung balls around? So let's try it. Bringing our hands down to the ground, lifting up our bottoms, and kick, 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 kick the dung all around the room. And Bebe was a very happy caterpillar, and they, did what most caterpillars do. They ate a lot of food. So let's move around like a caterpillar and eat all the snacks. Hands and knees on the ground, coming to caterpillar pose. We're gonna move around and eat lots of snacks. So, we ate some leaves. How about some strawberries? And how about some chocolate cake? No. Oh, I think that Bebe ate way too much. Oh, coming onto our backs for happy baby pose, Bebe ate a little bit too much, grabbing the bottoms of our feet and rolling from side to side. Oh, trying to digest all those leaves. Coming back up to sitting. And Bebe ate so much food that they formed a chrysalis. And they were now in the chrysalis for a long time. Coming to chrysalis pose. Standing with our wet legs out wide. And we're gonna bend forward with our head between our legs, holding onto our ankles for upside down chrysalis pose. Like we're hanging from the bottom of a leaf. And coming back to sitting, Bebe loved it. They have been looking forward to this time to relax for so long. Bebe had time to do things that they haven't done in a very long time, like read lots of books. Coming to book pose, sitting on our bottom, bringing our feet together, and turning the pages. And Bebe also had time for cooking. And Bebe loved to cook leaf salad. Opening up our legs really wide. Let's chop up some lettuce. Grab your hand knife and chop, 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 and chop again. Chop, chop, chop. All the lettuce is cut. Let's add some croutons. Reach up high for your croutons and sprinkle them in. And how about some salad dressing? Reach up high towards the other side and grab your salad dressing and go, 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 go. It's time to mix up our leaf salad. Bringing both hands in front and let's mix. And mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Mix our leaf salad. Mix our leaf salad. Mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Time to eat. Bringing your elbows down in front and let's eat. Oh, Bebe was so happy. They finally had all the time in the world to do the things they wanted. But after reading a lot of books, after eating a lot of food, and doing a lot of caterpillar dishes, Bebe started to freak out a little bit. Bebe was feeling claustrophobic, being in this small little chrysalis, and really got a little upset. Let's go to freak out pose, coming to standing. We're gonna bring our hands out in front, make a really weird face, and we're gonna have a little bit of a freak out party. Ready? And coming back to sitting, Bebe pondered a bit. Bebe thought about maybe getting a pet larva, or maybe working on her chrysalis and adding some extra stuff inside her space. And Bebe also thought about, you know, what else she could do to entertain herself right now. Bebe came up with one idea. And they decided to have a dance party to release any stagnant energy. On the count of 3, we're gonna stand up and have a quick caterpillar dance party for like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, come to standing and boom, caterpillar dance party, caterpillar dance party, dance party, caterpillar dance party. Coming back to sitting, Bebe decided she needed to take actions into her own hands. She had a great time dancing, but Bebe wanted to call her friend the wise worm. So bring one leg out long, bring the other foot close, lift up your phone and beep boop 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 beep beep boop beep beep beep. Bring bring. Bring bring. Oh, hey Mr. Wise Worm. Yeah, it's Bebe. Bebe the Caterpillar. Yeah, I'm stuck in my chrysalis. I've been here for like what feels like a year. Yeah. I know, but I'm just having a really hard time. I want to get out. I want to see my friend Bernard the bee. I want to see my friend Darry the Dung-beetle. I'm tired of being in this space. Okay, hold on. I'm going to call you from my other phone. Okay, yeah, I'll call you right back. Let's switch legs. Bring that leg out long. Bring your other foot in close, and let's call the worm back. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Hey, wise worm. Sorry, yeah, I just wanted to, balance it out. Yeah, this is my other phone. Okay. Yeah, save this number. Yeah. I know. Okay, yeah, I'm just having a hard time. Do you have any advice for me? Oh. Wow, that's a cool way to look at it. I haven't thought about it like that before. Yeah, that's already making me feel better. Okay. Okay, well, I'll catch up with you when, this is all over and I can get out of this chrysalis. Okay. All right, bye, wise worm. Bye-bye. Coming to a cross-legged, crisscross yoga sauce. Bebe had a little bit of a realization because the wise worm said 2 things. The wise worm said, number 1, it's okay to feel really freaked out and to feel really sad, or to feel happy and read books, or to feel excited and cook lots of food and eat lots of food. But the second thing the wise worm said was, it's not about the chrysalis, it's about your reaction to the chrysalis. And Bebe was just whoosh. She loved hearing that. It made Bebe feel relaxed and calm for the first time since she got in this chrysalis. So Bebe decided to take 3 big goo breaths because she was surrounded by goo in this chrysalis, and then took a rest. So let's take 3 big goo breaths together. Ready? And coming to resting pose, laying on our back, bringing our knees into our chest, like a little caterpillar crunched up in their chrysalis. And Bebe fell fast asleep. Rolling to one side, coming back up to sitting. But when Bebe woke up, Bebe was no longer a caterpillar. Now they were a butterfly. Coming to a tiny butterfly pose, bringing our feet together, holding onto our ankles. We're gonna flap our wings to send the blood to our wings so we can fly really high. So flapping our wings, flap, flap, flap. Keep flapping. Keep flapping. I think Bebe can now fly. So, coming up to standing, feet are strong on the ground. We're gonna lift up one leg and fly. Oh, hey friends! Hey Bernard! Nice to see you. Oh, hey Wise Worm. I'm gonna come down and say hi. Okay, yep, coming down. Coming down to sit on your knees. And we want to say a few words to our wise worm. Let's go to worm pose. Coming down onto our belly. Bring our arms by our side, lifting our chest up. Well, hello, Bebe. It is nice to see you. Look at you. You've transformed completely in your time in your chrysalis. Coming back to butterfly pose. I know, wise worm. Thank you for your advice. That really helped me. And just knowing that I could feel sad or happy or whatever I needed to feel that time really helped. And it also helped to make me realize that the most important thing is my reaction, not actually what I'm in. Coming back to worm pose. Wow, Bebe, that is fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. Well, you keep flying on and enjoy your beautiful wings. Thanks, wise worm. I'm gonna keep flying like you suggested. Coming back up, bringing our other leg out now, trying to find our balance. Woo! And let's fly. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Whoa! Coming down to seated. Oh, and Bebe decided that that was a very long adventure that they went on, and it was time to rest. Coming back to resting pose, laying on our back, bellies up, legs out long. And when Bebe fell asleep tonight, they realized that it wasn't about the chrysalis, it was about their reaction to the chrysalis. And they realized that no matter what emotion they're feeling, that it's okay. And that everybody transforms at a different pace, and everybody's going through different things right now. And it's totally okay. And rolling onto one side, coming up to a seated position. Thanks for going on this Bebe Caterpillar adventure with me. Let's move on to a really fun game. I love using my imagination. I can pretend that I'm anywhere in the world, even if I'm stuck in my house. So this game is all about using your imagination. So get it ready and find a nice big space to play in. So I'm gonna back up, and we're gonna walk and pretend that we are in different environments experiencing different silly things. So for the first one, we're gonna pretend that we're walking through a beautiful field of flowers with lots of butterflies and bumblebees and all types of different smells. Let's get started. Wow. Ooh, I got stung by a bee. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, for the next one, we're gonna pretend that we're walking through a candy shop and we're really hungry. Oh my, is that peppermint? Oh, wow. All right, let's pretend that we are in a sticky, squishy swamp and we don't have any shoes on. Squish. Ugh, squish. Squish. Oh, what is it on my foot? Oh, squish. Oh, there's an alligator. Don't move. Okay, keep going. Squish. Squish. Whoa, squish. For our last one, let's pretend like we are in a really hot desert and we're so thirsty. Water! Water! Let's move on to our next activity. Yoga time is ending. Let's find a nice, comfortable seat, sitting up tall, or I prefer a nice spot to lay down and relax. Eyes are closed, bellies are up, backs are down. We're gonna relax for a minute. Remembering the amazing adventures we went on today, learning about Bebe and what it feels like to be in a confined space and you just want to get out, and learning that all of our emotions and all of our feelings are okay, and learning how to have patience with ourselves and with others. Reminding ourselves of all the things that we're grateful for. In your mind, what are you grateful for? Maybe it's your parents. Maybe it's the food you get to eat every night. Maybe it's all your friends that you might not get to see every day right now, but you still hold such a special place in your heart for them. Reminding ourselves that all of our emotions are valid. All of our emotions are important and okay. And sometimes, when we come out of our chrysalis, we will be totally transformed. Slowly wiggling our fingers and our toes, using our arms to prop ourselves up to a nice, comfortable seated position. Keeping our eyes closed, I'm going to play the bells one more time. And when we don't hear the sound anymore, let's open our eyes and raise our hands. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for stopping by and playing with us. And remember, stay Yogiful. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Bye-bye.